Go ahead, Coach.
Excited to have an opportunity to play again Tuesday after a tough loss on Saturday. The Ohio State game certainly hit us pretty good, but they played well. We didn't play as well, but we didn't play as poorly as I thought we did up at Michigan State the week before. Obviously, their offensive rebounding really took a toll on us as I looked at it. You know, when you choose to front the post like we did, and because Thompson was so good with the ball, a lot of their rebounds just like dropped right at the rim. They weren't long rebounds, right there, and he was in the best position to get some of those. And they took advantage of a couple of areas we're having trouble with individually, and we're trying to work at that every day. But it's more of an individual defensive problem that's hard to just correct and say, okay, let's guard it this way, let's guard it that way. So we're working on all those things. I thought we had a very productive day yesterday, even though the guys with major minutes did very little but watch a lot of film and step through some things. So this is always a great game, and so we're looking forward to playing it tomorrow. Really, this team is their win at Nebraska, Michigan State's win at Nebraska is very impressive. If you were just watching Nebraska at home, they've been very good. They've been good everywhere, but very good, and that was an impressive win to just win going away at Nebraska.
Ben, you want to start us off?
When you rewatched the game in East Lansing that you guys played against, I know you said the defense, Michigan State's defense was great, but did you see anything else that really stood out to you?
Michigan State defense is always good. It's always good. It's the one constant you're always going to have. I think that they were they again, and it's not the first time I've said this in my 10 years, that they were very physical with us, and you have to be able to play through some of that stuff. You can't count on officials to make those calls, and we did that a few times, or we sometimes just shied away from it. So it was great for our guys. We haven't, like I said, you go through a year, you don't know what you're going to see every single game. They just lost 3 in a row. They really wanted that game. It was a great game for all but maybe the last 4 minutes, where they just got away from us a little bit. But it was I think we learned a lot about what we talk about with being strong both on defense and offense with your body.
Chris.
Coach Mo said after the game that the rest of them did not match Derek's intensity or want to. Did you sense that?
Derek, I think it would be tough for anybody to do that, with how intense Derek was. You talking about Ohio State or Michigan State?
Yeah, Ohio State.
Yeah, Derek was exceptional. He was just really exceptional, and he's taken. You guys don't know this, but probably in practice, I'm probably as hard on Derek as any player I've been, and I applaud him for he has been able to take that type of coaching and still flourish. As he goes along the line. Some guys would point at the coach or point at teammates and say, "Why are you always picking on me?" Well, you're the quarterback, son, and that's the role, and you're a good one. And we need you to be. You got to be at your best every day, offensively and defensively. So he's taking that on right now, and I love the way he's embracing that role.
And then what about Zach? Obviously, you need more from him.
Yeah.
How do you get that out of him?
All I know is that he's worked really hard, and hopefully it doesn't show tomorrow. But he's texted me every night, just with unsolicited, showing me his numbers on the gun after practice, and they're tremendous. So he's got to get through this, get some confidence back, and if you go make 500 shots on the gun, you can get your confidence back. But you also going to have somebody guarding you now. So that young man has done so much over his 4 years right now. We've ridden that horse a long time. We're not getting off that horse. He's going to still have great opportunities.
Brandon?
Is there a way that you personally can kind of get that intensity that Derek shows and he brings out into the court and just kind of spread it around to the other 5 or kind of like the starting 7? Is that something
Make
you
a lot of
do as
money
a
if I
coach?
could put that drink out there right now. No, we got some guys that are really laid back, and you're trying to get that to them, and Derek has been that way as well. But it's almost, I was texting him in the sewer, Edelman's catch last night, I was all over that about he was going to make that catch. He just had that type of conviction. He was making that catch. And I don't know how the hell he did it, but he was going to do it. And that was a game changer to me. And all the things that we've been talking about resonated in that game to me about, I was texting them Belichick's quotes, Brady's quotes about You don't know which play is going to win the Super Bowl, right? You don't. We picked each other up when things were down, was Brady's quote. Those are the type of things that we're still learning. They don't not believe it. They just don't understand it yet. And so that's that fire that everybody needs, that the great teams have, that we've had at times this year, and then we will slip away in other times, and it's cost us.